Hi, welcome to the Beach's Sea Turtle Patrol 2007 season kickoff meeting. Why are we doing the meeting online this year? Well, most of our supporters do come from Northeast Florida, but we have a lot of donors from across the country that don't get to participate in our meetings. They come from states like Texas, California, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Maryland, North Dakota, Massachusetts, Maine, Arizona, District of Columbia, and the other states that you see on your screen. In addition, there are some local people that, due to scheduling conflicts, cannot attend the meetings that we have scheduled. BSTP is an all-volunteer nonprofit corporation working for the preservation of endangered sea turtles in Atlantic, Neptune, and Jax Beaches, Duval County, Florida. We work under the direction of Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission Marine Turtle Program. All the activities that we conduct are supervised by the holder of the marine turtle permit and must be authorized by FWC on the permit. In 2016, we had 35 volunteers that were among the 2,894 volunteers throughout the state of Florida. Our goal is to keep the sea turtle population from experiencing a downward trend, which could be irreversible, by reducing the disturbance and harassment of nesting sea turtles through educating the public about the hazards of nighttime beach activities and beachfront lighting. Increasing the hatchling survival rate by educating the public about the dangers of lighting, human intervention, and pollution. We also contribute data to the Sea Turtle Stranding and Salvage Network and Florida Fish and Wildlife. Our fieldwork consists of daybreak daily surveys all throughout the beaches. We look for new crawls, identify nests, monitor and repair existing nests, collect data that is required by FWC. We also participate in the University of Georgia's Northern Recovery Unit Loggerhead DNA project and collect data for that as well. We build perimeters around the nest with protective materials, and we monitor each nest throughout the incubation period to make sure it's not been disturbed. After the nests have hatched, we conduct hatch success evaluations and report the data to Fish and Wildlife. We also provide the results to the nest adopters. We sponsor at least 2 beach cleanups every year on July 5th and on International Coastal Cleanup Day, which is the second Saturday in September. Our partner is Keep Jacksonville Beautiful, and they provide our bags and gloves for all the participants. This handsome dog you see here is Reed. He's the facility dog from the Ronald McDonald House in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are proud to have him come out to the beach and help when he's so available. We have many student groups, corporate teams, including individuals can participate in our cleanups. We also try to educate the public about beach hazards, such as this deep pit that you see here. We have a student team led by one of our volunteers that goes out throughout the season and fills these in and tries to educate the public. In 2015, this mother turtle that had just made a nest was returning to the ocean when she fell into this 4-foot deep hole. Luckily, she was not injured or killed, which she could likely have been. We discovered her on our morning dawn patrol, and BSTP volunteers with a couple of Jacksonville Beach lifeguards were able to get her free unharmed. We have video clips of the rescue process on our YouTube channel. We have an outreach team that works throughout the whole entire season, the whole entire year actually, and they go to schools and participate in community events, educational events throughout the year. We go to school presentations, all levels, and we attend corporate and civic events as well. This particular presentation was for a hearing impaired group. In 2016, we went to about 40 school presentations, which represents approximately 2/3 of our total outreach events. The other Events were a mix of private groups, civic groups, and public community events, such as dancing in the streets and some of the Jacksonville Zoo events that Our training consists of a comprehensive program, which includes a minimum of 4 sessions of basic field training. We have a packet of home study materials that consists of species identification, nest crawl characteristics, threats to adults and hatchlings, an overview of fish and wildlife rules and regulations, and BSTP protocols. The second phase of our training consists of a classroom component, some advanced field work, and a few of the volunteers will continue on to become authorized on the marine turtle permit. This requires them to attend additional FWC workshops for nesting processes and stranding responses if they decide to participate in our stranding response team, which goes out and documents any dead or injured sea turtles that happen to wash up on the beach. To become a volunteer, you have to go through the application process. A couple of months before the season begins, usually in February or March, we will poll our existing volunteers to make sure how many are returning, how many slots we'll have open for the next season. If we do have open slots, we'll post that online on our Facebook page and website, and people can go to our volunteer page and read over the volunteer requirements, the basic requirements, and if they decide that they want to continue, they can go online and complete the volunteer application. When we get the applications, we'll review it and we'll process that against the openings that we have, and if we have a match, then we'll conduct a phone interview. This was our team from 2016. The nesting statistics from last year include 76 nests, 75 of them were loggerheads, and 1 green turtle. We were able to evaluate all of the loggerhead nests, and of those nests, we estimated approximately 8,297 eggs were deposited in those nests. Of those eggs, we counted approximately 6,558 that had hatched. We also counted 53 false crawls last year. That occurs when a nesting turtle emerges from the sea and for some reason decides not to make a nest in that area at that time. She could have been disturbed by lights, people on the beach, an item left on the beach, or any number of other things. And she returns to the ocean without making a nest. If that happens too many times, she'll eventually drop her eggs at sea, and none of those eggs will survive. From our false crawls last year, 52 of those were loggerheads, and 1 of them was a green turtle. Statewide in Florida last year, we had the highest year ever recorded for loggerhead nests. That was 122,706 nests. They also recorded 184,000 false crawls. The green nests were 5,393, and they counted 9,226 false crawls for green turtles. Leatherbacks were 1,054 nests with 193 false crawls. The highly endangered Kemp's Ridleys, they counted 16 confirmed nests. There are 6 pending identification as of this writing. And hawksbills, they had 3 confirmed nests, and 3 are still pending identification. And you can go to that link at the bottom of the screen there and get some additional information. So why is the data important? Some people don't understand why we collect all of the detail that we collect, and it's very, very detailed. Well, Fish and Wildlife uses the results to evaluate and minimize the effects of human activities on the turtles and their nests and identify important areas for enhanced protection or land acquisition. The human activities include coastal construction, beach renourishment, recreation, and things of that nature. The data also helps determine appropriate response strategies for environmental disasters such as oil spills and weather disasters such as hurricanes. For that matter, why are sea turtles even important? Well, they've been around for a really, really long time, about 100 million years, and they're an important component to the health of our oceans and beaches. The remnants of their nest, which is the hatched eggshells, undeveloped eggs, deceased hatchlings, are sources of nutrient for the vegetation, which builds the dunes up that protect our homes and businesses. In addition, certain species contribute in their own way too. Green sea turtles eat seagrass, which in order to be healthy has to stay short. And the seagrass beds provide breeding and developmental grounds for fish and shellfish and other marine food that we consume. Leatherbacks assist the fish population by consuming jellyfish because the jellyfish eat the fish larvae, and if they eat the fish larvae, then the fish won't grow. Kemp's Ridleys consume marine sponges, which can overtake the coral reefs if they're left unchecked. The ways that you can help are very simple. Keep the beach clean, dark, and flat, which makes a good nesting habitat for the turtles. If you'd like to help in other ways, we accept donations as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. You can go to our website on the donate page, complete the form. There's a paper form if you want to mail in a check, and an online form to pay by credit card or PayPal. Our donation structure this year is as follows: $25 or other amount with no nest adoption. $75 includes one nest adoption. $100, you can have up to 2 nest adoptions. $150, up to 3 nest adoptions. And $200 or more gets you up to 5 adoptions. So what exactly does it mean to adopt a nest? It's a symbolic nest adoption, and it's a great way to show your support for sea turtle conservation, and it makes a great gift. Each nest adoption gets a letter by a postal mail detailing the nest location. It includes a BSTP window decal, a link to the hatching success results, and you also get a laminated sign on the nest with the name. Adoptions that are received before August 15th are normally able to be assigned in the current season, and adoptions after August 15th may be rolled over to the following season. How we use your donations. The big expense is our all-terrain vehicles. We usually have to buy a new one every 2 to 3 years. Gasoline, maintenance, general upkeep. We have our nest supplies, the wood stakes, the webbing, staples, the survey tape, anti-predation screens, light barriers, and so forth. We have administrative costs of running the patrol, mobile phone service, our domain name and website, business cards, corporation filing fees, and so forth. Office supplies, paper, printer ink, postage, laminating sheets, and of course our education materials. We have a couple of traveling exhibits with art boards, brochures, children's activity booklets, and our volunteer support, which provides for training materials, books, DVDs, printed literature, and our work shirts. Here's our primary utility vehicle. This is new this year. The brand new one that we had bought 2 years ago only lasted 2 seasons. The wear and tear from the environmental conditions make it very, very difficult to keep these any longer than 2 or 3 years. And we also have a backup quad is used as our secondary vehicle. If you'd like additional resources, we have a comprehensive links page that takes you to local links, Florida links, national links, and so forth. You can find all kinds of information. We have links to myfwc.com, Sea Turtle Conservancy, and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. With that, we would like to say thank you for your attention and for your support, and we hope to see you on the beach this year.